All right, it's party time. It's Thursday. We're going to get off the rails. We're going to attempt to. Tomorrow is the big day for Chad Prather and the Ragamuffins. We are going to be releasing I Got Over You. That is our brand new single. It is going to be everywhere where songs are offered, streaming services everywhere. You'll be able to put it on your Instagram story, your TikTok, all this kind of stuff. It's just on there. So just look it up. Chad Prather and the Ragamuffins. It's on that artist page. If you look up just Chad Prather, probably not going to show you that song. Chad Prather and the Ragamuffins is the artist page. I Got Over You. Friday, that's tomorrow. I'm hoping to release the exclusive worldwide video.
Of really?
The song. Yeah.
Do we know what time it's releasing?
Oh, probably like 12:01 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by Friday morning when people
Friday
wake up,
morning you can wake up. You can go get the song. I encourage you to do it. I got over you when you got under him. It's a good song.
It is so good. You're going to be playing it over and over again.
Yeah, we're trying to actually get some good radio airplay on this thing. You know, radio doesn't bring a lot to the table anymore.
Yeah.
But it's still, we're encouraging folks out there to call your radio station. People still do this. Call your radio station. I'll send it to my DJ friends and I'll say, hey, play this song.
Yeah.
You know, play this deal. And they're like, yeah, we'll take a look at it. It's, you know, we're not mainstream. Obviously, we don't want to be mainstream, but we did just book 2 weeks in Europe. So when I put the thing out there that says world tour, and you know, a lot of our musician buddies around there are like, oh, world tour, where are you going? You're going to, you know, Paul Huska, Oklahoma. Yeah, we'll do Canada, we'll do Europe, we'll do some other places. So again, we're building something.
Yeah,
we're building something.
Yeah.
It's funny country music.
Right.
Country music that you can laugh at, but it's good music.
It is really good.
I got the best musicians. The Ragamuffins are the best musicians in Texas.
They are.
I'm not saying that others aren't. I'm just saying we got it as good as it gets.
Yep.
We got it.
Yep.
Steve Helms, the Texas legend, on guitar. Ben McPherson on fiddle. Mike Wasson on bass. Jeff Gilbert on the drums. I would love to add a pedal steel player. Do we need it?
Wow.
No, but I want it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
There's going to be steel guitar in heaven. The problem is there just won't be anybody there to play it. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of heathens. Bunch of honky-tonk heathens. The other thing that we're doing, and it's hard to get these old men motivated because they're lazy, and Steve and all these boys, you know. But like we got been working on some projects with my buddy Tom Shepard. Tom Shepard wrote Redneck Yacht Club and You Ain't Met My Texas Yet, that was made popular by Josh Abbott, and Private Malone, which was another #1 single. He wrote all of those. So we're working on another project. One's called Get Drunk. I'm going to release that just me, because it's a comedy song. Mm-hmm. And then we're working on another song, Take Your Drunk Ass Home. That'll be another Ragamuffin song. Working on a deal with my buddy Chuck Allen Floyd. He wrote a banger that we're part of that takes 2/5. Mm-hmm. Takes 2/5.
I love that one.
Takes 2/5 to make that girl a 10. So fun songs, funny songs. And of course, you could get right now. You could go get I Can't Afford That Shit. That's our tribute to the Biden economy. And then you get our serious side of the old Little Texas song, What Might Have Been. That's our little love song. We've had fun.
That one's already on there.
It's on there. So is I Can't Afford That Shit. It's on there. But the thing is, if you go and if you do I Can't Afford That Shit, you have to type out, instead of shit, it's SH**T.
That's why I couldn't find it.
It's kind of hard to find.
Okay.
But again, search Chad Prather and the Ragamuffins. You should be able to find it.
Yeah.
I do, but like me, I have, of course, my Y'all Shut Up album, which was out, and then we've got I Want to Be a Woman and Compete. Mm-hmm. I put that out there. There's a bunch of stuff on there. I get surprised at how much stuff's actually on there. I make tens and tens of cents off of these songs. But like the Get Drunk song, I think is going to be humongous.
I agree.
Like that's like hip hop country. That is not my style, but it's so funny.
It's really, really good. And I think again, it's catchy.
Yeah, that's going to be one that people are going to go, oh, what?
Very risque.
Yeah.
The future is bright for Chad Prather.
I'm actually going to clean it up a little. We've talked about this. Yeah. I'm going to clean it up. So anyway, but I Got Over You. It's out tomorrow. Get it and be looking for the video too, and be praying for me that the video comes out right. Because wow, I'm making this video myself. It's
really,
yeah. There's a lot of elements.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
I am a talented mofo. Let me just tell you, I am a talented dude. I know how to do everything.
Isn't it so funny when people on Twitter or trolls on social media are just like, oh yeah, some random redneck who shoots videos in his car. What do you know about life? And you're like, well, let me list all of the things that I've done in my life.
I love that they don't know.
They have no clue.
I love it when the person the other day said, it's Dr. Jill Biden to you. And I wanted to say, let me tell you some things about me.
About doctorates.
Anyway, but we keep all that stuff on the down low. I want to be a surprise to you. What I want to be. How are you, first of all? It's been a long week.
Yeah, it has. Whew. It's been a long couple of weeks.
Been a long couple of weeks.
And this week was no exception. My dog got
skunked.
sprayed got skunked, got sprayed by a skunk.
Is that a first?
It is a first. Listen, we live in the middle of suburbia. Like I still have no idea how there was a skunk in our backyard.
Nature finds a way.
Never seen a skunk in our neighborhood, around our neighborhood at all. But apparently it ended up on our back porch. And as soon as she just wanted to go outside. And as soon as she went out,
she got sprayed.
And then, of course, we didn't know what it was. So my husband was like, Sadie, come in. And then I smell it. I'm like, no, go out.
Yeah. So what did you do?
We had to get her we have a walk-in shower. So we had to get her. He changed into his swim trunks and got her in the walk-in shower and made a paste of baking soda, dishwashing liquid, and peroxide. And just scrub the crap out of her. We had to do it twice because after the first time he dried her off, she was all done, and then I smelled her head and I was like, nope.
Tomato juice.
We didn't have any.
Yeah.
We're gonna carry some now.
Yeah. I want to point something out that your elitism is coming out.
That's a lot. It's really coming out.
You have a walk-in shower.
I was just saying it was. Listen, this is for reference. This is a 75-pound dog that just had knee surgery. So, like...
The fact that you can afford to feed a 75-pound dog shows your privilege. And the fact that you have skunks show that you must have property or a yard. You mentioned a back porch. Do you know that 90% of the world doesn't have a back porch?
Okay, sorry.
And running water. The fact that you could wash your dog somewhere besides a river or a mud puddle.
You know what? I work hard for my money. So
my backyard has raccoons. That's a normal, person has raccoons.
I would have loved it if it were
skunks.
Raccoons. I would have loved that.
Yeah, like you have skunks, which are romantic creatures made popular by the cartoon Pepe Le Pew.
Yep.
So that's very elitist.
I would have preferred a possum or a raccoon, just to be clear. I love those.
Yeah, you might have wound up with rabies, which is a whole other deal. That, my friend, is not a privileged, because most of the world has rabies, let's face it. Beto O'Rourke, we alluded to him this week. I hate using the phrase Beto, but I also am lazy and don't like using the word Robert Francis.
Just O'Rourke.
Yeah. But speaking of O'Rourke, we like I told you, we're starting in Ireland next year. We're doing a little brief European tour.
When was the last time you went to Ireland? It's been a while.
It was before COVID.
18?
It was 19. It had to be 19. It was like September of 2019.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, because normally I'm there, because then I go from there and I flew back in, did a show in Spokane, Washington. I'll be in Everett, Washington. That's the plan. I haven't promoted that show on social media yet. Curtis, my friend there in Everett, he said, we've only sold like 80 tickets. What do you want to do? Because it seats about 500. I was like, let me run an ad. People aren't buying tickets until it's 2 weeks out. Listen, in the post-COVID world we're living in, everybody's waiting last minute to do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, last minute for anything. They don't know if they can afford the gas to get there. They don't know if they can afford the tickets, the night out, whatever. So the gig economy, I mean, they tried to kill it with COVID.
Yeah. You know who's not waiting till the last minute? Me, when I try to go get front row tickets to Ed Sheeran when they go on sale.
Yeah. Darling, I don't know the words. Anyway.
I do, but I won't sing them.
Come on. Loving you till
we're 17.
All right. I don't want to ruin Ed's song. I did it. But Beto, he loves to pander. And yes. I don't know, did you see the picture of him last week where he was stuffing the laundromat with his laundry?
Yes.
And he's like, we've stopped long enough to get a burger in College Station.
Right. He's a man of the people,
and
Chad.
He's in there stuffing his... Because, I mean, everybody that goes to the laundromat has their professional photographer to take pictures of them. I mean, super douche.
I'm also not convinced that was his laundry because we know he only owns one shirt and it's blue.
Yeah.
And he sweats a lot in it.
He was in the white shirt, from what I could tell. The lighting in the washateria.
Well, that's his laundry day shirt.
Yeah,
is the white one.
Otherwise, he posted the picture and he said, "We just stopped long enough to get a burger." And
he is so full of shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, who believes this crap?
I don't know.
Who, honest to God, believes this crap?
Listen, you would be surprised when you go to these campaign events that he holds. I mean, I'm not saying he draws a crowd where you go like, wow, there are the majority of people in Texas support him, but they do. It's a cult following that he has. Yeah. And it's like the Obama thing. Like they love him. They think he's a rock star.
Yeah.
He gets up there and
the neighborhoods in my area. I live in the ethereal eco bubble, which is the Woodlands Township of Texas.
Oh, that sounds very elitist,
the
Chad.
number one city. By the way, we probably do, but they are gentrified. They are just one big white stripe. You know what I'm saying? There's no black on our skunks.
You've whited the skunks.
There's nothing but we have white skunks, and they walk with a limp wrist. We have beta skunks in our township. Thank you very much. But there's a lot of Beto signs
Same.
And what they don't understand. So the Woodlands, where I have an abode, it's very elitist.
It's affluent.
It's very affluent. Okay, so I love to people watch there, but it's very affluent. The kids have never gotten their hands dirty per se. It was voted the number one place in America to live in this last year. I can see why. I understand it. It is very nice. It's nice. So, that being said, all these people with these Beto signs in their front yard, they don't understand what's coming.
No.
If they put a socialist like him.
No.
And now maybe they're just rich enough that they can handle all of these property taxes that are going to come their way.
Even if you're rich, you don't just want to voluntarily give more money.
But these people think they're doing something altruistic.
Yes.
That's true. I'm just paying it. You know what? It's for the betterment of, oh my God.
Well, they're welcome to donate additional money to charity. I don't know if they realize
anytime
that.
They're welcome
to give away more of their money.
You know, I got folks with their "We Believe Black Lives Matter." All people are welcome here. And I've told you, listen. I went by there the other day. I'm still scoping it out because I'm going to I just don't want to get anybody shot, right? So I'm going to take my group of Mexicans. I'm going to pay them a day's wage. We're going to wash their Subaru. We're going to swim in their pool. We're going to cook hot dogs in the front yard. I'm going to film it all. I want to go. What I'm going to do is I think here's the way to do it, is just go knock on their door with my group and say, we're here to use the bathroom.
It says all are welcome here, so
we're just here. We want to spend time with you. We want to come in. We would like to wash your car. Maybe just to do something. But we'd like to use the pool.
You need like the dirtiest looking.
Yeah. Well,
Mexicans.
That's racist, but
I'm just saying.
We're going to make them dirty.
Make it as uncomfortable for them as possible.
I'm going to make myself dirty. I'm going to be like, can we have the keys to the car? Like, we're going to wash it, but can we have the keys to the car? Because we're going to drive it somewhere to get it washed. And I just want to film this thing.
Yeah.
Right? And they'll slam the door on us, and then I'll pay everybody $100 each, and we'll all go eat hot dogs.
Listen, you only got a couple more weeks to do it.
Oh, that's getting done this week.
Okay.
It's literally getting done this week. All right?
I'm so excited.
Watch me what's going to happen. Watch me what's going to happen with this. I'm just so sick of the virtue signaling.
I know.
But if O'Rourke gets in, so O'Rourke is pandering real quick before we go to break. Play the clip. He uses the Uvalde shooting. Do we have time for it? Not now? No. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it after the break. How long is that clip?
Bossy.
Oh, that's too long anyway. But
2 minutes.
He did a deal. He really pandered. He used the Uvalde shooting in his campaign ad. And the other day in the washateria, he was wearing a Uvalde hat while he was in the laundromat doing this thing.
God, that he did the same damn thing during the debate. He used Uvalde and tried to dunk on Governor Abbott as if Governor Abbott was the one who was supposed to show up and stop the shooter. I mean, I know we've talked about that at great length, but it's just so obnoxious.
Well, anyway, when we come back, I'm going to talk to my buddy Tyler Merritt. That he's the CEO of Line Apparel. We're doing more and more business with Line Apparel. In fact, they're about to become my distributor for all of our 76forever.com stuff, which is going to be a huge. And I've partnered with them forever. But I want to talk about how Facebook shut them down. So we're going to have Tyler when we come back. But folks, right now, I want to know: are you listening to the farmers? They're talking to you. They're warning everybody about widespread food shortages, and we're not ready for that. Go to preparedness.com right now. They're going to get you 20% discount on the must-have 3-month emergency food kits from the preparedness experts that you only need to refer to as My Patriot Supply. Listen, emergency food, it's not for the paranoid, it's for the prepared, it's for the prudent. My Patriot Supply is currently offering that 20% discount on the popular 3-month emergency food kit. It's going to give you the wide variety of breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink, snacks, 2,000 calories a day. It's going to feed a person for 3 solid months. So get a kit for every member of your family. Go to preparewithchad.com right now. Get the 20% savings off each 3-month kit you need. It's the affordable way to prepare. I promise you it's worth way more than what you're going to pay for it, especially when the crap hits the fan. Preparewithchad.com. Preparewithchad.com. We'll be back in a minute. All right, welcome back to the show. I want to welcome to the program, once again, my good friend, the president, founder of Line Apparel, good buddy of mine, Tyler Merritt. Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. How's everything at Line Apparel going? You guys, did y'all get a lot of the storms that just came up through Hurricane Ian? Did y'all get a lot of the rainfall from all of that?
No, they got a decent amount, but what we do is whenever things like that happen, we run towards it. So,
y'all go into it.
Just came back from down there checking out the devastation in South Florida. It's pretty bad.
It's bad. Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people down there. I'm headed down there for other reasons. I'm headed down there in the next couple of weeks. And you guys, of course, are located in Savannah, Georgia, and I was kind of watching the path of that because, I've still got family in Georgia, and I was just watching what the storms were going to do. You never know when the tornadoes are going to spin off and stuff, but Florida got hit hard, and like usual, Line Apparel, you guys got actively involved. You started raising money. You guys are always really good about putting the T-shirts out. You put a Florida Strong shirt out there. You were trying to run that thing, but something happened. You guys got shut down, right, by social media. What happened with that T-shirt?
Yeah, well, meta happened.
Yeah.
Pure and simple. So we've been dealing with this for the last year or so. About this time, right before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Meta, and if it's an infinite wisdom, decided to get rid of our ad account manager and to essentially restrict our page for about a year, put us in a year timeout.
Wow.
And I think the reasoning was a few posts that my brother made in 2015 about our partnership with Jeep, when we were actually partnered with Jeep. But kind of look for any reason, it seems like, to silence or hinder certain voices. And I think I've kind of come into that category. So what happened with this instance is the same thing with Tennessee. Tennessee Strong was an initiative we did, I think, with the late Charlie Daniels, when a tornado went through there and caused devastation. We raised a ton of money. We're able to help out a lot of families. So we set off to do the same thing, right? If not me, then who? If not now, then when is kind of that mantra. How can we give back to our community? So Florida Strong, that's what it said. And a picture of the state of Florida. And then it said, all the profit will go towards helping the victims of this natural disaster. That's it. And so we were rejected from the ad, decided to take the ad, push it out to our millions of followers in email. And one of the producers from Fox, I guess their father received an email, said something to them, and they asked us to come on. And what's the strangest thing? It's just weird. Coincidental, I think is what they call it, is that at 5:30 at night, the night before, I got a phone call from Mohammed from Facebook, who told me that they would love to help us out in any way, shape, or form. And we're very accommodating. Told us that they would, be there now and in the future. But it was just right before going on Fox and Friends. And when I went on, they ask it, hey, we got a rebuttal from Facebook saying it's not their fault that your ads was rejected. It's you clicked this button that says political, and that's why it was rejected, which Obviously, I was caught off guard, national television live, but I assured the audience that's not true. We do in-house marketing, and I'm very confident our people are not stupid.
Yeah.
And it turns out we took screenshots, and we're not stupid. We promoted and marketed as we were supposed to, but it was denied for being political in nature and potentially influencing this upcoming midterm election. That was the rationale.
Dude, I'm so sick of them. I really am. Of course, last year or this year, back in February, I took them to court and won over a very similar issue. But I was fortunate enough to be running for office at the time, which gave me some clout in that case. You didn't do a T-shirt for Ron DeSantis. You didn't do it for the Florida Republican Party, and you weren't trying to make money off of this. 100% of your proceeds from the sale of this shirt goes to help folks affected in Florida from Hurricane Ian. And so, Line Apparel is still, by many standards, a small business in America. It's a vet-owned, veteran-operated, operation and business. And I've partnered with you guys. We're partnering in a greater scale in the days to come in numerous ways, which I'm excited about. And it's going to be a huge benefit for my business, and so I love you guys. I trust you guys. You've been good friends for a lot of years. And so when I see this, I was like, you guys do a good thing. You raise a lot of money. You've given homes away. You give tiny homes away. You're benefiting veterans in so many different ways. You've been there. I mean, you yourself, saw a lot of action in the military. And you got the right heart, right? It's altruistic. It's a giving heart. And then enters Meta. Then enters Facebook. The powers that be. They're
gonna take a step back and say, hey, it's not me. It's not me as a person.
It's not me.
We're a nameless, faceless. We just created this algorithm that happens to target what seems to be conservative thought, conservative individuals, conservative companies, right? And I'll give you a perfect example. My partners at Black Rifle, I love those guys, right? Mm-hmm. I can't market to Black Rifle's customers. I can't say, hey, come check out the Black Rifle shop in Line Apparel's headquarters in Savannah, or check out our spot downtown. But I can market to Starbucks. So if you like Starbucks in social media and you follow them, I can target you. But if you like Black Rifle and you follow them, I can't target you. Unfortunately, Starbucks' fans are not going to buy my shirts.
Right.
So you're isolating and you're ostracizing a large group of Americans. And I'd like to say that I represent that silent majority, right? And I'm just decided to not be so silent anymore. It's that common sense has to come through where, what is your rationale for creating this algorithmic program that seems to stop anything that's patriotic in nature, that seems to hinder anything that's geared towards veterans or first responders, right? Why are they a targeted bad group? But an individual who says you need to chop off your ding-a-ling and teach your kids about it, that you could follow them. You could like them.
Well,
you could target that audience.
Tyler, the crazy thing is, like in Nine Line, Black Rifle the same way. They get targeted. And you guys have done a good job of being veteran-centric and patriotic-focused. You're not coming out saying we're conservatives or Republicans. We're not, you've never done that. In both companies you talk about, but automatically the algorithm goes ahead and assumes that you must be some conservative-leaning deal or whatever. And now that you're supporting a Ron DeSantis-led Florida, and you're supporting the state and the devastation that they've experienced, you must be one of those, nefarious right-wing conspiracy, wild-eyed nationalists out there trying to, sell T-shirts.
I guess so. I just might be one of those more, historically centered individuals that say, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but if you silence the people, if they're no longer, the government's no longer scared of them.
No,
and you can't talk, you can't defend yourself. Then step one, silence my voice. Step two, take away my weapons. Step three, anything you freaking want. It's just history, and I don't want to see it repeated. And so when I spend my time, money, and effort, and I take my kids to disaster areas in around the country, I do so that they see that we have the ability and the means to give back to our community, to our veteran community, to our community at large in America, then we do so, right? And if I can bring generators and I can bring gas and I can bring clothes to people who have no power and have no freaking clothes anymore, then why are you hindering that initiative? Because it's Florida? Because you don't want to see Florida bounce back at the same rate as a democratically led state? Yeah. It doesn't seem to make sense, but it does make sense.
And that's the thing. When they do stuff like that to people like us and our business, it kind of drives us in a direction that we weren't intending to go. And it pushes us even further to fight back against this crap.
Yeah, and what we're doing, unfortunately, is we're turning on each other. We're saying, hey, I'm a conservative, or I seem to have similar conservative style thought process in these initiatives. So I'm going to get off of this platform, and then that kind of succeeds. Then they're kind of winning. You vote with your dollar. If you don't believe in slavery, then probably don't buy the cotton shirts made from individuals who are not paid, who will be murdered if they leave that small village in China. Right? The Uyghurs are an actual group of people who were enslaved, and people buy their product and then tell me about how virtuous they are.
That's exactly right.
You're signaling how virtuous you are while wearing something created by a freaking slave. I love it. The hypocrisy.
Well, I encourage everybody, and in some ways these days it's about to be for selfish reasons. I want everybody supporting Line Apparel. I want to see Line Apparel succeed. I want you guys to be the biggest guys on the block in regards to, this type of apparel sales. And I love what you do. I love the stance that you guys take, and I got to get down there to Savannah and hang out with you guys here pretty soon. I love it down there. I love y'all's operation. I love the guys. Matt Lyda excluded. I tolerate, y'all's VP of Business Development. And but
yeah, we still don't know what he actually does. I think he just kind of wanders around. He's got a stapler that I took away not that long ago, and he's really mad about it.
Well, he took me to dinner. He took me to dinner a couple of weeks ago, and I appreciate that. So I should say Tyler Merritt took me to dinner through Matthew Lyda here in Fort Worth, Texas. So go to
if you come down at the end of the month, we've got Undertaker and a bunch of other interesting celebrities. You could be one of the celebrities hanging out here. He takes everyone out to dinner on my dime. And we're raising money for our 9 Line Foundation to build aquaponics to feed the homeless. We'll have all the guys we built houses for coming back in thanks to American Airlines.
Yeah.
And you're definitely welcome.
I'll be there. Listen, what is the direct website for that? I know 9 Line Apparel. And you go to 9line.com, but you can also go. Do you have a place for people to get involved with that when you're raising money?
Yeah, 9 Line Foundation is a 100% volunteer organization, primarily funded by 9 Line, but has and always encourages outside dollars to come in.
Sure.
We make sure every dollar stretches its furthest. Like I said, I'm driving down generators, or I'm helping with the community here, actually building tiny homes. By me, I mean like my company,
sure.
And myself included. But anyone who wants to volunteer, or anyone who has a desire to help out, please check out 9linefoundation.org. You can check out our credentials online, and we definitely don't have a lot of marketing pushes behind it. It's kind of quiet professionals who don't really say what we do.
Yeah.
But we list it out there. All the houses we build, all the tiny homes we built, all the individuals we help, they'll all be coming back at the end of the month. They do every year for the last 9 years.
Yeah.
As a kind of a reunion of such.
Yeah, I've been there. I've seen it firsthand. And so I appreciate you, Tyler. We'll get together soon. And go buy a Florida Strong shirt and support the folks in Florida and support 9 Line Apparel. Tyler, thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks, Chad.
Hey, guys, if there was ever a story that best encapsulated how bad crime has become, it's the one about Starbucks providing its baristas with active shooter training because our cities aren't safe anymore. And while the Supreme Court has made it easier for you to conceal carry for your protection, it's your responsibility to be properly trained. That's why I love iTarget Pro. Their system allows you to dry fire practice with your actual firearm anytime in the safety and privacy of your own home. No more inconvenient trips to the range. You're going to save a ton on practice ammo. Just download iTarget's proprietary app, load the laser bullet into your firearm, and start your training experience. You can improve muscle memory, reaction speed, sight alignment, trigger control, and a whole lot more. iTarget Pro is going to come in all the major calibers, including .223, so you can stay sharp with almost any firearm you own. They'll save you 10% plus free shipping with offer code CHAD. I spell it Chad. When you go to itargetpro.com right now, it's the smartest investment in your ability to safely and effectively handle your firearm. Plus, it's going to pay for itself in a day. That's the letter I, targetpro.com. itargetpro.com. Use offer code Chad. We'll see you in a minute. All right, welcome back. It's that time of the show where I wax eloquent. Let me see if I can. I want to welcome one and all to the wonderful, weird, wild, wily, woolly world of competitive racing, where human beings strap on a pair of running shoes, take to the streets, and see if they can manage to kill themselves with exhaustion before the end of the day. It came out the other day, folks, that the Chicago Marathon, makes me tired to say those words, they've decided to include a third gender category, which is, of course, non-binary. Yes, folks, because it's incredibly important to make sure that we accommodate those ladies who appear to be running with a banana in their pockets and those dudes who've got a bouncing set of boobies trailing them down to the finish line. This decision came down as the result of an effort on the part of the marathon showrunners to be more inclusive. They said, quote, "At the end of the day, we don't want people showing up being misgendered, having a negative experience. No one is advocating for that," end quote. That was said by consultant Jake Fedorowski. Now, if you've never had the pleasure of watching this act of mass masochism unfold, you should know that there are about 40,000 participants annually. Of that number, fewer than 100 identify as non-binary, which is kind of surprising in Chicago, to be honest. Who knew there were so many cis, white, bigoted fascists in the world? But hey, if you let the left run an inch down the marathon trail, they're going to take a mile, right? So one non-binary runner, Cal Calamia, can't make it up, has said that it's great that what they're doing, but it's not enough. It's not enough, according to Calamia. Officials should also be providing non-binary runners with a monetary prize, a finish line ribbon, or an elite category. He, she, it, we, them said, "Personally, it feels hurtful because it feels performative or brushed under the rug, because it really is a big deal." That was a direct quote. Now, folks, you know that I'm about as fair-minded as a guy can get, but I have to say, this is some bullshit. Man, this is some bullshit. You got a race that's got 40,000 other people who don't need your accommodation to magically create a gender category that doesn't exist. And the very same day, you want to complain that you're not getting enough goodies? I mean, did you suck on your mama's titties until you were 12? I mean, you self-righteous, entitled brat, it's time to grow up. Now, I get worked up, but honestly, this is just a part of the whole insane comedy to me. It's amusing to watch. I love it, mostly because you know what will probably happen? It's Chicago, literally leftist central. So they're probably going to have a good old-fashioned struggle session about the thing, cave to the demands, and keep doing the solid work of driving that marathon into the ground. Things like this are silly. It's silly. But of course, they're also an analog to the real problems facing the nation. This idea of the left that it's never enough to just get what they want, because what they want, what they really, really want, is around the corner somewhere. That's the dangerous part. It's never enough, because we see it in all the slippery slope moments. You know, those ones that aren't fallacies? Now, personally, I hope they give this dude, because let's face it, this is almost certainly a freaking dude. I hope they give him a tiara. Just point him in the opposite direction of where the rest of the race is going and say, "Hit the road, Jack. Your medal's out there somewhere. Go find it, bitch." So stupid, Sarah. It's so stupid. Golly, it's so stupid. Like, I go back to the story this week of where now the Selective Service is saying if you're born a dude, even if you identify as a woman,
I love that so much,
you're going to get drafted. So you got to sign up for Selective Services. So it's all fun and games to join girl swimming until World War III happens. Mm-hmm. And good luck fighting that with no testosterone in your body. I mean, you're going to your nails up. You are. I mean, it's all fun and games until somebody starts shooting at you and you go, "Ah! Ah!" "I'm so tough. I'm a woman. I can have a baby through my penis. Pow! Ah! Ah!" People have no idea what the world consists of. Yeah, you just remember last week we were talking about putting butt babies up your ass?
Oh, boy, do I.
To remind yourself, or to show dudes what it's like to have actual childbirth.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till the first landmine goes off. I just like doing that. Oh, my God, I hope we have a red wave. I mean, like God, Aunt Flo visits that time of the month and just boom, just menstrual cycles all over America. Red wave. but not with these average old school run-of-the-mill mamby-pamby Mitch McConnell Republicans. I mean some people with some balls, real ones, not the fake ones in the Chicago Marathon. I mean real balls.
Yeah, we need a red wave of people with real balls to save the country.
And let me make one more
pressure.
point about that Chicago Marathon thing. I guarantee you the people in the non-binary category were all born biological male. There will be no female, no biological born female that will join that category to run against the biological males.
As with all of the other sports categories.
So out of 100 people in that non-binary category, I guarantee you every one of them has testicles.
Yeah.
You know what I've started taking?
What?
Testicles.
Wait.
Yep.
You're taking testicles?
I'm taking them every day. 6 pills a day. You want some of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like...
I'm eating balls. Yeah.
I'm very
Are you familiar
confused.
with Liver King?
Thank you. A little bit,
A little
yes.
bit? He's down there in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
He's down there near me. He's a neighbor.
Well, that's liver.
No, it's organs. Liver, heart, testicles, all of it.
Just in a pill.
Yeah.
Does it taste bad?
No, it's just a pill.
Does it have like when you take fish oil and you're like burping
Beep. Yeah.
fish?
Yeah, it tastes like balls.
You're burping balls all day?
No, I get the Liver
hate
King.
that. I hate that.
I'm a supplement fool. Though. Like I'll try anything.
Yeah.
Right. I love all the stuff.
I've heard great things about I can't speak for taking testicles, but liver.
The testicles
like
give you virility. Like it makes you horny. Like I needed that.
I was gonna say I don't think you.
I needed that. I just get the problem is I just stay horny. Nobody will sleep with me.
Maybe you should ease up on the testicles.
No, I like knowing that I can. I like knowing the gun's loaded.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Versus the people in Chicago in the marathon.
Right.
I like knowing when the war starts, I can pop off some bullets. Cow, 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 cow. 3 pops a day. 6 capsules, 3 shots.
It's a lot of capsules.
A lot of capsules. A lot of pills.
Jeez. Are they big ones too?
They're pretty big.
Big balls?
Big balls in Cowtown will dance around.
Have you ever had what is it? Rocky Mountain oysters?
Hell yeah. I don't like testicles to eat. Like if you get calf fries, you can go down to the Fort Worth Stockyards, go to Risky's. They got, by all intents and purposes, reputably, I think the best calf fries. People will argue that. Those are goat balls.
Okay.
Those are goat testicles.
Calf fries?
Calf fries.
Okay.
I just don't like the texture. The flavor's okay. I don't like the texture.
What is the texture?
It's kind of
Is it rubbery?
It's kind of mealy in your mouth. It's kind of doesn't have a
okay.
Like you're chewing meat, but it ain't kind of meaty.
Yeah. Okay.
It's weird. But
I know about having balls
Rocky
in my
Mountain
mouth,
oysters.
but not
Those are bull balls. So
right.
Those are
Okay.
cows.
Right.
And so my balls that I take every day are from a cow. They're from a bull. They're bovine balls. Well, they are. They're bovine balls. And my bull is going to buck tomorrow for the world title.
That's exciting.
The Derby bull.
Good old political cowboy.
Yeah. I just want the bonus money.
Yeah.
I mean, the winnings. Whoo.
Is it a lot?
Yeah, I think first place is $40,000.
Wow.
$40,000 with another, I don't know, 9,000 added on in bonus, something like that. So
Wow.
the winner is pretty good. I think they pay 9 spots after that. So I think there's 35. It's the
He could do it too.
35 top bulls. Well, he's ranked number 3. It's the
I know.
35 top bulls in the world.
Wow.
And Political Cowboy is ranked number 3.
That's so cool. I
It
wish
is
I had a
cool.
bull. Can you set me up? I want a bull. I want to buy a bull.
I'll sell you one.
Will you?
We, Party Foul. What's funny is
Can we
I
rename
have a
Party
bull.
Foul?
I have a bull that I named in honor of Steve Powell.
Yeah.
Party Foul. He's a fat, worthless piece of shit. He's lazy, and Steve Powell's not fat, but the rest of it. I love you, Powell. But this bull, we bred this bull recently,
Okay.
and it didn't do well. Didn't do well. This one, I can't say that what came out of this progeny
no.
was so great.
Oh no.
No, not shooting blanks. Just ain't breeding the best bulls.
Not a good.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But Political
Not a good
Cowboy,
line.
another story, boy. He's a hustler like me.
Yeah.
Like his namesake, by God.
Wow, you named those accurately. Good job.
She said it, party foul. Oh, my God. Much love to Steve Powell. He's a hardworking dude.
Yeah, we miss you.
He's a hardworking dude. Hey, with the consumer price index increasing yet again, the stock market's been in absolute turmoil. What's our illustrious leader doing to quell the surge of inflation that's destroying American families? Spending more money, adding to the burden. Don't bury your head in the sand while the savings get decimated. Do something about it. Text CHAD, I spell it Chad, to 989898, and Birch Gold will send you a free info kit on protecting your savings with gold in a tax-sheltered account. They're great folks with almost 20 years experience converting IRAs and 401ks into precious metals IRAs. Listen, don't allow the left to devalue your savings. Text Chad to 989898. Claim your free, no obligation info kit from Birch Gold. Again, you can own physical gold and silver in a tax-sheltered retirement account, and Birch Gold will help you do it. They've got A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, countless 5-star reviews, thousands of satisfied customers. Check them out right now. Simple. Text Chad 989898 and secure your future with gold. Do it today. We'll be right back. We were like strangers, lost souls in the night. Quarantine life, we did that back in 2020, me and CJ. We got in a lot of trouble for doing that. God bless you. Yeah. I just got a royalty check for that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like raking it in?
$29.
Ooh.
Yeah. At this rate, man, every quarter I'm going to be rich.
It's hot in here.
It is warmish. All right. Kamala Harris, man. Okay. So Joe Biden came out and said, federally, we're going to turn people, we're not going to arrest people, or we're going to turn people out for, marijuana charges and all this kind of stuff. There's some things to be said about that. Now, Kamala Harris, of course, put a lot of people in jail in California.
That was kind of her thing.
Yeah.
For drug charges. Yeah.
Particularly weed.
Yes. Kind of her thing. A lot of black men, actually.
So a lot of the memes came out, and they were saying, imagine, you put thousands of people away for smoking marijuana, and for your running mate to come out and say, now we're going to turn them all loose. This is what she had to say.
And speaking of the system of justice, we are also changing, y'all might have heard that this week, the federal government's approach to marijuana. Because the bottom line there is nobody should have to go to jail for smoking weed.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. She's so proud of herself. About marijuana? I'm fucking high right now. Oh, nobody should go to jail for smoking a ganja, for popping a J. Smoking a jerk.
She is so bad.
But I mean, the hypocrisy is insane. But you talked to Maj Touré.
Yeah.
And what was his take on this whole thing?
Well, he now there have been a couple publications who have said, like, just generally speaking, there are around 150 people maybe who are currently in federal prison who would be affected by this. But when he took out he read the full executive order, and he took out all of the people who would be federally imprisoned for, selling and things of that nature, who obviously this doesn't cover. He said are zero people once you get down into it.
Because it's a state thing.
Right. Of course it is.
Yeah. And Joe Biden wants to pressure the states to do this. But and Greg Abbott came out last week and said, we're not turning anybody loose.
Good. Well, I mean, retroactively, I don't think you should.
Like, you broke the law when you broke the law.
Right.
Should the law be changed? Personally, I think it should.
I agree.
But, yeah. Yeah.
I
mean, hypocrisy.
Yeah, it's really disgusting. And I mean, the virtue signaling in the idea that he's going to sign some executive order that's going to transform all of these people's lives. And when you look at the actual numbers, it's like, oh, this was actually just pandering to the left to get votes in the midterms.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In overtime this week, I want to do it. Let's do it. Do it with me. Sure. I know you're under a time cramp, but we're going to be out here.
Let's do it.
But I want to talk about the midterm elections.
Okay.
I want to talk about what's going to influence them, what's going to drive people. Let's talk about the information voters have, the misinformation voters have. Let's talk about all those things.
Okay.
I want us to talk about the midterms, talk about the election special that we're going to be doing. Sounds boring. It's not. We're going to tell you the truth. We're going to tell you the nitty-gritty.
We're involved.
We're going to tell you the nitty-gritty. In overtime, if you can't get overtime yet, it's because you're not a subscriber of Blaze TV. Go to blazetv.com/Chad. Use promo code Chad. And you'll save, I think, $10-11 off of an annual subscription, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 10. I actually would prefer if they went to chadnude.com.
I don't know if that still works. Does it?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to look.
Well, the problem is I tried to promote chadnude.com and Facebook wouldn't let me. It was kind of sort of like Tyler Merritt with his Florida Strong thing.
They were worried.
They would not let me put out. They censor chadnude.com.
It's still there.
Still there? Does it go to the subscription page? Look there, chadnude.com. Stripped down, unadulterated. I want to be nude. I'm going to live in a naked world. Post-apocalyptic, I think we can get away with it.
Yeah, we were just talking about you were at a 2-year-old's birthday party and he was riding around
on a bicycle,
bike, completely naked.
9 o'clock at night, just like, up and down the street.
I wish I could do that.
Bam, just scooting around. No cares, man.
Somehow when you do that and you're, 49, they want to throw you in jail.
Yeah, especially if you're doing it in a block that has a Chuck E. Cheese. Just riding around.
That's pretty
ageist. A lot of bike trails in the woodlands there. Yeah, a lot. So we were like strangers. I got another $29 this quarter. I'll bail myself out. Just bail myself out. Hey, fair warning. Listen to this convicted home title thief explaining what happens when he forges your home's title. It takes over as the new owner. Do we have that recording? I don't think we do. But do you play it? Can you play it? Play it. Oh, 1 second.
Nobody thinks that I can take their house and borrow against the house. Oh, no, I have title insurance for that. No, it's in my name, or he would have to get some special document. They would call me. Nobody's calling you. After I've stolen the title, borrowed against it, or sold the property, or done whatever I've done with it, it's 60 to 90 days to even figure out that they're the victim of this crime. By that point, you start getting foreclosure notices, and you realize you've got 4 mortgages on your house. Not only that, you don't even own your home anymore. It's not even in your name.
That's real stuff right there, folks. Home title fraud is growing 2.5 times faster than credit card fraud, actually. You could be a victim and not even know it. Here's how to protect yourself and verify your home's title is still in your name. Visit HometitleLock.com. Use promo code RADIO. Register your address for your no-obligation home title report. It's a $100 value for free. Get your free home title report at HometitleLock.com. What did I say? HometitleLock.com and use promo code RADIO. We'll be right back. All right, Lindale, Texas on the 25th and on the 28th. They're going to be in Everett, Washington. Get your tickets. Come over there, hang out with us. Go buy those tickets now. Curtis is nervous. He doesn't know if the tickets are going to sell. He emailed me. He's like, dude, people are just not buying things. They can't afford things. I'm like, you live in Washington State, bro. So anyway, go get the tickets. Lots of stuff. Greensboro, North Carolina, and tons of things going on. Go to watchchad.com where all the fun stuff is. And Sara Gonzales, Unfiltered, on YouTube, shopsarag.com. You can also go to 76forever.com or prathertees.com. We're getting rid of all of our stuff.
Yeah.
33 sale.
Go take advantage of the blowout sale.
Overtime is next. We love you. God bless you. We'll talk to you there. Bye.